Don't sweat the small stuff. And it's all small stuff by Richard Carlson. It's pretty short and but intense. You'll it make you think a lot, different things. So here you go. Today 36. See the innocence. Innocence. We are all innocent, right? I believe so. Yeah. For many people, one of the most frustrating aspects of life is not being able to understand other people's behavior. We see them as guilty instead of innocent. It's tempting to focus on people's seemingly irrational behavior. Their comments, actions, mean spirited acts, selfish behavior, and get extremely frustrated. Yes, we are. If we focus on behavior too much, it can seem like other people are making us miserable. Wow. How often you feel? I'm sure it's not just a one time and twice, many, many times, right? But as I once heard Wayne Dyer sarcastically suggest in a lecture that round up all the people who are making you miserable and bring them to me. I'll treat them as a counselor and you will get better. Well, I don't know. Obviously, this is absurd, right? Like that means I have to gather every entire world. It's true that other people do weird things. Who doesn't? I do. You do. You know. But we are the ones getting upset. Here you go. We are the ones getting upset. So, we are the ones who need to change. I'm not talking about accepting, ignoring, or advocating violence or any other deviant behavior. No, not like that. Not like negative, toxic behavior. I'm not talking about that. I'm merely talking about learning to be less bothered by the actions of people, less bothered. Seeing the innocence is a powerful tool for transformation. That means when someone is acting in a way that we don't like, the best strategy for dealing with that person is to distance ourselves from the behavior. Just let it fall away. Let the behavior just fall away from you. Then you don't really get bothered, right? To look beyond it so that we can see the innocence in where the behavior is coming from. Very often, this slight shift in our thinking immediately puts us into a state of compassion. Occasionally, I work with the people who are pressuring me to hurry up. Often, their technique for getting me to hurry along is obnoxious or even insulting. If I focus on the words they use, the tone of their voices, and the urgency of their messages, I can get annoyed, even angry in my responses. Of course, if somebody pushing me, pressuring me, that, yeah. If I concentrate, why, even though they're pressuring me, if I concentrate that, the matter, the message, the tone, then I'm getting angry because, the wave is coming to me and I'm taking that wave. I see them as guilty. However, if I remember the urgency I feel when I'm in a hurry to do something, when I feel hurry, how I respond, how I react and behave was such a hurry, like I gotta do, forcing people, let's do it, especially when we when we are traveling and then we are ready to go, we gotta catch a flight. What do you say to your family member? Let's go, let's go. Well, you think they get annoyed? Absolutely. Well, it allows me. So, if I feel when I'm in a hurry to do something, it allows me to see the innocence in their behavior because they're in such a hurry. Because I do the same way. Underneath, even the most annoying behavior is a frustrated person who is crying out for compassion. They like to be understood. They're hurried. They like to be understood. That's why they yell, they crying out. The next time, and hopefully from now on, when someone acts in a strange way, look for the innocence in his behavior. If you are compassionate, it won't be hard to see. When you see the innocence, the same thing that have always frustrated you no longer do. And when you are not frustrated by the actions of others, it's a lot easier to stay focused on the beauty of life. I imagine this scenario, while I'm trying to read and digest before to prepare this record. If I imagine I have some birds out there and just keep chirping and singing, how am I gonna feel? I get bothered because, while I'm recording this one, I don't want anyone interrupting the voice. But that bird, the chirping, sometimes I feel, oh, it's beautiful. It's beautiful in the morning. In the morning, if I hear them, yeah, it's gonna feel different. So it's their innocence. It has nothing to do. It doesn't have anything to do with how I take it. Their innocence is they're just singing and chirping. That's it. And I have to understand the innocent. I be able to see the innocence. Then you won't get bothered. I won't get bothered. Same to you. Just look beyond their innocence behavior. Thank you. Have a good day. Bye.